yeah, I'm a very happy manager in this moment, and I know we were lucky as well. So if you only win your really good games, you have no chance to be really successful. That's how it is, and obviously today was not a really good game from us. For 76 minutes, it was a really bad performance. We didn't have rhythm changes. We didn't have any kind of accelerations. We had no timing. I don't know how often we were offside. It was horrendous. So that's always a bit of a sign that we are a bit too passive and stuff like this. When one passes the ball, the other one is already there. It makes no sense. So I think in the beginning, Crystal Palace was not extremely high on confidence. It looked a little bit like that. They didn't really go for us, but we made it, and they were good, but we made it as well happen for them with bad passes and losing the ball in the wrong moment. They could have had a penalty in the first half. I didn't see the situation back, so I don't know exactly what it was there. Oh yeah, it was a foul on Watau. I think that was a foul. At least I thought in the first moment it was a foul. Then we conceded. Then they got the penalty, and it looked like a little bit we needed that today. Of course, on top of that, then they got a red card, and we scored directly after that. That's all helpful. That's why I said we were lucky as well, definitely. But what we did from 76 until 105 or whatever, that was really good. Because we all know you can have against 10 men much more problems than we had then today. We really turned the game around. The subs were super influential and had super impact. That's actually the story so far of this season, that what we bring from the bench has real impact, and that's why we could do it. But again, if Harvey mishits that ball, it's a draw. If Mo is not there where he is and the ball doesn't get deflected, then we lose the game. I know that these things happen like that, but with the last 15-20 minutes, we deserved it. Before that, we deserved nothing.
That's the 16th time since you've been manager at Liverpool that you scored an injury time winner. That's not luck, that's a mentality thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but it gets more and more easier because we play 115 minutes, so it's just we have just much more time. Yeah, I didn't know that, and I don't even know if it's a great number or not. To be honest, maybe others have 36 times. I don't know. Okay, good. Yeah, then I take that. Yeah, of course. But that's actually what we have to do. I love this team and I'm super positive about it and all the development. I know we have still to do things better and stuff like this. But is it now fair to say that our mentality after 76 minutes is greater than it was than before? Where were we? So I know that it's tough and it's hard, and these boys play an awful lot of football and stuff like this. And sometimes the inner enemy is a bit louder than other moments. And today I saw a lot of boys struggling with that. And as I said, then you can change from outside, from the bench, and you can change it. But we should not come in that situation much more often.
Hi, Jürgen.
Hi.
Mo Salah scored 200 goals, 115 the league. What's your view on that?
Pretty impressive, huh? Yeah, we carried that shirt already since 2 weeks with us, or Tony they had it. And now finally we could give it to him. It was pretty much the best moment to score it, to be 100% honest. Incredible number for a super special player. I don't know how often he saved us with a goal he scored in the right moment. Was a pretty loud reception in the dressing room when I gave him the shirt with the 200 on the back. Players were asking for a speech, but you have to ask him if he had one, because I had to go for media work then, so I don't know if he had one. Yeah, but really special. Really happy for him. Now that's off the shoulder, because when you have 199, it's obviously probably different to 198. So now we can go for the next 100.
Yeah.
Jürgen, you mentioned there about the subs being the story of the season so far. I suppose maybe people feel that's different to your first team that won the title in the Champions League. Maybe there was a sense of it was more of a fixed 11 or a best 11. But is this case now? Is that more?
No, we had there the same, but they're very similar situations. So I don't know exactly which season, but let me say we started with Fabinho, Henderson, Wijnaldum, then we had Milner, then we had Lallana the year before, then we had Oxlade-Chamberlain, then we had Naby Keita, we had up front Shaqiri, Origi, Minamino. So that's what you need to make a difference. And now we have the quality again, so that's how it is. But it's all about if we would have had today, if he's not would have been injured, Diogo Jota, which would have been super helpful. And so that's how it is. The boys have quality, and that's why they show it. It's more the mindset. The bad thing about the amount of games we play is that it's really tiring. It's just like that. The good thing is they all can play, and they have to play. And so we can make these kind of moves like today, because one is the player change, but we changed system, and I don't want any praise for that. It's just a job to do, but that helped as well. We could really do that, and in the end, we played up front with Mo and Harvey on 10, Cody Gakpo on right, Lucho left, and then Lucho inside, and Kostia higher. So we tried everything, and then it worked out. But very often nothing works out anymore because you don't get it. And that's all up to the players, that they really then take these little helping hands we can give, and so we just played better. Then it looked, all of a sudden, we can say against 10 men. We played quite frequently with 10 men this year, and it was difficult, really difficult to create against us. So I know how difficult it is. That people will say that made a difference, but they did probably really well. We just played then really good. That's what it is.
Do you have an ideal system now, or is it actually is Liverpool about different variations?
Look, that would makes absolutely no sense if I think about that, because we just have to work with the players we have available. That means, now physically available, who is here, who is there, what can we really do? We can play with these boys different systems, there's no shadow of a doubt. But in this moment, if we bring, for example, all our four real offensive players, our strikers, it's possible that they play together. If nobody to up, that's a bit of a problem. Or very young players to bring on. So that's why we have to think about a lot of things before the game, but we came through this week. Sunday, Wednesday, Saturday, 12:30 was really tough and really tricky, and all good.